Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today we are doing something super special. We are going to be exploring and giving you guys an archival tour of Universal Studios Islands of Adventure's Jurassic Park here in Orlando, in Florida. Because of recent changes that are happening to the Jurassic Park franchise, which is a big part of my life, the Universal Studios Islands of Adventure Jurassic Park that's right behind me, the visitor center that you can see right behind me right now, is actually going to be shutting down potentially in a few years. Hold on, they're gonna pass by. There goes the Hulk. They're already changing the one that's in Hollywood, California, and it's safe to assume that they're probably going to do the same thing here in Orlando. I want to make sure that before this thing goes away and changes into Jurassic World for good, we have an archive on the internet so people can look back and see what it was like to walk through this place. Let's head on in and go explore Jurassic Park. Alright, so we have officially entered the park. We're in Islands of Adventure now. We're in the Harry Potter area called Hogsmeade. Right under here there's a bridge that we're going to walk down and get into the actual Jurassic Park area. It's a very exciting little walkthrough, and the actual theme starts playing from a musical rock in the background. So let's head on in. So here we are at a giant wooden bridge that's actually crossing over this sort of river. You can see different parts of the park. You can see the Hulk ride. On the other side of us over here on the left, we can see the actual Hogwarts castles, which is really cool. But you walk in through here, there's gonna be a little curve into the jungle of sorts. And we'll be in officially the Jurassic Park area and the official Jurassic Park gates, which is super exciting. This is a super nostalgic area for a lot of people that are loving this franchise, love this series, and it's gonna be a huge disappointment, but also a good thing when it officially disappears and turns into Jurassic World. But this is your kind of final last look in the last sort of days of this Jurassic Park gate. All right, so we have officially crossed under the Jurassic Park gates. We are now in Jurassic Park, technically the Universal branch in Orlando. And so this whole decor of the area is going to make you feel like you're in the movie, like very Costa Rica-like. There's gonna be a lot of themed areas here, definitely like food and drink and shop and stuff like that. So we're gonna walk by all that stuff and show you everything. So we are here at the Watering Hole Coke Stop. There's some marimba cover of like a 90s song playing in the background, but the way it's designed is very much the original aesthetics of the park and the movie. And throughout the whole area, you can probably hear it in the distance, but I'm trying to speak over it. You can hear still the Jurassic Park theme song playing in the background. Universal, please don't copyright strike us. I'm making a video promoting your park. Please, thank you very much. I'm excited to see what they do with this thing in the future when they theme it towards Jurassic World. But this is one of the many food stops that you have here in the Jurassic Park area. Let's move on to our next place. All right, so right behind me is the Jurassic Pop stand. This is just a Jurassic Park popcorn stand. Once again, themed perfectly like the movie, as if this place was an actual park. The workers inside are wearing like these Hawaiian shirt style things like from the 90s, kind of looking exactly like the Jurassic Park style. We have all the fonts, all the logos, the same thing is all in there, incorporated into the pricing, into the list for the different foods. It's super authentic, super cool. All right, so right behind me, super exciting vehicle from the Jurassic Park franchise. We have the Ford Explorer that was the original tour vehicle in the Jurassic Park movie. This is the car that gets destroyed, that gets thrown off a cliff, and they have one right here. It looks impeccable. Yes, it might be a little washed out with the colors because it's been sitting in the sun for the better part of probably 20 years now, but it looks incredible. It looks absolutely mind-blowing and super authentic to the movie itself. So the cool part of this is that in the background here, we have a rock playing some of the Lost World. That's the second Jurassic Park, The Lost World soundtrack, playing kind of a little different music, overlaying with the actual Jurassic Park Park theme song, but I'm assuming that when this thing becomes Jurassic World, it's probably going to be replaced with some sort of Mercedes-Benz or maybe a larger Jeep with the Jurassic World logos, and it's going to lose that sort of retro vibe that we all love from the original Jurassic Park movie with that green and red and all the cool yellows and stuff dispersed through the Ford Explorer. All right, so another awesome thing about this Jurassic Park area that you have here in the Island of Adventure is even the trash cans are themed towards Jurassic Park. If you can see, every trash can here in the area has its own like little inlays of dinosaurs carved in. You have different dinosaur species carved in as well. And on the ground, we have different fossils that are actually like carved in. So right here, we have a sort of like fossil plant. And there's a bunch of these all over. And obviously this is probably a repeating design with different branches, fossils, shells, or whatever going on. But you actually have that here in the ground. So that's the level of detail that they go through in this specific area. It just shows you that little nuance because this is an archival tour. We're doing this as a sort of send-off. We want to show you literally every single detail that we could possibly show you. So we got the ground, we got the trash cans. Let's move on to the next thing. All right, so right here we have another really exciting spot. We actually have the original Jurassic Park Jeep, the 1992 Jurassic Park Jeep, with a Spinosaurus dinosaur behind it from the Jurassic Park 3 movie. For a kid, it looks awesome. It kind of towers above the Jeep. It's got these bright green eyes, and the color scheme is very original to the movie. As for the Jeep, for all I can see, I'm not a car aficionado, but it looks like the original car. I don't know if it's directly from the movie or one that was recreated, but it looks spot on once again because it's been sitting here for probably the better part of 20 years. Colors are a little bit washed out, just a tiny bit. Doesn't look like they retouched anything, but it looks cool nonetheless. It is what it is. It's a freaking Jurassic Park Jeep. You can't really get more authentic than that. You got the license plates on both sides. You got the rig, the winch in the front. Also, because we're gonna get into every nuance of this place, there's actually this little My Universal photo card area, and you have this sort of card right here. You have this little designated area where you can take a picture with these cameras up here, and they'll actually plop you into this picture. And this picture has both the female and male velociraptors from Jurassic Park 3, a T-Rex, the Ford Explorer, both of them, and a Spinosaurus in the background with all of this. So that's pretty cool. I don't know where you actually get access to that. I think it's probably in check-in. It probably costs an extra fee, but you do that right here as you stand in this little designated area, which is pretty awesome. Behind us, we have probably the most exciting for any Jurassic Park fan that's coming to this park. This is the Dino Store. Directly behind us right now is actually a wall. What we've heard is that there's a ride coming in, a Jurassic World themed ride, and there's a sort of Jurassic World wall behind us right now. It's kind of gray colored out with just that dinosaur logo or that T-Rex logo. The actual Dino Store, to get into there, it is incredible. If you are a Jurassic Park fan or if you're a dinosaur fan, you have things that are licensed, Jurassic World official. You got all the toy line from the new movie, from Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom. You got all those toys in there, new stuff, old stuff. Yes, there's a huge price jump. Things that cost in store like $15 here will cost like $30. Things that cost $50 will cost $100. Shirts, jackets, mugs, whatever. The prices are pretty steep, but there are certain things in there that you can only get there. We were actually able to ask from behind the desk one of the employees to provide us with this dinosaur handbook where they have these prices for the different things that are on display behind them. They have this amazing wall with all these dinosaur skeletons that are miniaturized on stands. Dinosaur candy. You actually have this really cool maquette of a velociraptor sitting on top of one of the displays. You have Jurassic Park jewelry in amber. Here is an extra look for you guys with some music playing in the background so you can see all the different merchandise that we were able to see in the Dino Store. And the store is actually attached to 3 other Jurassic Park franchise stores. The main area of this whole Jurassic Park in Universal Studios is a Jurassic Park Discovery Center that we're going to head into next. And right next to that is another restaurant called the Burger Digs that we'll check out after. The place is connected, so you actually walk through the Dino Store into the Discovery Center. We're gonna take the main entrance because obviously we want to show you the grandioseness of it. we've entered the actual main area of the Discovery Center right now. This thing is themed to be like the official Jurassic Park visitor center from the movie. So it's kind of that rotunda design with the wood on top. We have 2 dinosaur skeletons in here, which was like in the original movie. And like I mentioned earlier, you have the Dino Store there. You have the actual burger restaurant over there with a sort of salad bar in the back. And then you got these awesome murals all over here, making it really look like the original visitor center from the movie. And even the wooden posts that are holding up the building together have these little fossils inlaid into them. Ladies and gentlemen, we have made it into the Discovery Center itself. You have to keep in mind, when this thing changes to Jurassic World, it's going to be different species, a different color scheme. There might be holograms in here. It's not going to be this classic kind of 90s feel in this building. And this is something that's really captured in time and hasn't changed at all since this place has opened. So we have like a hatchery in here. We have some games that we're gonna check out. We have these awesome skeletons. We're gonna take a little walk around here and show you guys the different areas that are going on as we explore this Jurassic Park area. Okay, if you follow me down here, we actually have this little area here with a bunch of like kids' toys. There's little like ball games and stuff like that. And then we have a little wall back here called Discovering Dinosaurs. It's sort of like a rock wall that seems like it has like sort of an X-ray machine. The thing looks really trapped in the Jurassic Park universe. It looks really outdated in a really cool way as well. You kind of use it to lift it up and see the different things that are going on. So you can kind of see there's a projection on the screen. Okay, so we're using this to scan, kind of see the bone structure that's going on here. And if we hold it, and we'll just push this right button, we'll get a dinosaur. Look at that, we got a skeleton. What dinosaur is it? Albertosaur. It gives you kind of information, and we can then move the scanner to activate the scan again, and we can keep taking this thing all across the wall. That is not a Dilophosaurus, but good try, game. So I think I might have mentioned this, but also by this whole kids area and down here, all the walls are painted with these magnificent murals of different dinosaurs living in different areas. It's very, very cool. It's really detailed. It doesn't look too old, doesn't look too outdated. Then we have these really cool like amber walls, these big kind of like amber glass walls where the employees go back to, so we can't see what's in there. We're gonna continue exploring this little rotunda down here. All right, so we are walking down here by an area that has a bunch of dinosaur animatronics, and some of the dinosaurs have these little cutouts where you can put your face in and take a look through with this eyeglass. Put your head in there and actually take a look at what's inside. And it's actually to move their different heads. You can do it for all 3 species of dinosaur here. So that's very cool. You can actually control these dinosaurs. I think the actual area is called Beasaur, as a play on like be a dinosaur. So you just kind of try it out. These dinosaurs aren't painted like Jurassic Park themed. The T-Rex doesn't really look like the T-Rex from Jurassic Park. Neither does the Brachiosaurus or the Stegosaurus, but they are cool nonetheless. I think what's really awesome about this place is it really makes you feel like you're immersed in the jungle out here. If you look outside the window, the pillars coming down, the structure's still there, but it's all just plants and vegetation, making it look like there's a deep jungle outside. Right, so a big part of the Discovery Center down here is the actual dinosaur hatchings that happen. And they have like little interactions for kids with baby dinosaurs. So right now they brought out this little baby Triceratops puppet. They gave a whole explanation about it. They even went in on the lysine contingency. That's like a big part of the Jurassic Park plot line for the movie, which is really cool. I didn't think they would go that much in detail with it, but the people are really in character, which is great. All right, so we're here at the nursery area. You have these little eggs that you can play around with, and you can just pick these eggs up. It actually feels like there's something inside of here. There's a little ball in here moving around, and you can hold that egg, put it on the scanner, and scan it and see what's inside with different functions. All right, so right behind us right now, a baby velociraptor is about to hatch out. We're gonna show that whole process. They do a whole show for it. It's one of the oldest gimmicks in this Jurassic Park thing, and it's really, really cool. It's very exciting for kids as well. So we're gonna watch this whole thing unfold right now.
Ladies and gentlemen, may I have your attention, please? It does appear as if one of our dinosaur eggs is about ready to hatch. So, yeah, come on down to the nursery window for a once-in-a-lifetime experience. Here in the hatching area, most of our adventures take just a matter of seconds. Ta-da! Okay, but then you can't rush Mother Nature. Yeah, that's what Dr. Wu is always telling me. And Mr. Hammond. Oh, do we have movement? Oh, okay, all right. Yeah? Well, the shell's falling into the shell. There you go. Here she comes. Come on out there. All right. That's it. Say hello to the world, little dino. Pretty spectacular, huh? You're seeing something that hasn't occurred naturally in, well, 85 million years. Oh, it's a velociraptor. They have the sharp teeth, and the claws of an adult, only smaller. So if I'm going to pick this girl up, I need to be very careful that my fingers don't get anywhere near the business end of those weapons of hers. And she seems to be slightly distracted by you guys. Yeah, knock on the window because yeah, look over there, kids. Kids, over there. That way, there you go. They mature rapidly, becoming a full-blown adult in just about a year, but they still must be cared for until they're big enough to join the pack.
All right, so back here we actually have the laboratory. This is where that velociraptor hatching happens. You actually have an open window into the laboratory. You can see kind of lab scientists moving around back there, writing down things. The act is really, really cool. They make it seem like it's a real lab. As well, they have all these really cool little things for people who are really involved in the franchise. They have a little can of Barbasol there, hanging out seemingly for no reason under one of the shelves. They have all these really cool InGen helmets, as well as posters showing feeding schedules and logs from different dinosaurs that have hatched this week. Super, super detailed, and it's very authentic to the movie, which is awesome. All right, we're quickly going to mention this as it's not a really big part of it. This is a game called You Bet Jurassic. It's like a trivia game where you can kind of go play against your friends with 3 people, tap on buttons to get some trivia going, and they'll ask you questions about fossils and dinosaurs. It's pretty cool. There's a really nice kind of aura design in here. There's like a bunch of little dinosaur footprints on the ground, as well as little amber lighting moving around. It's pretty sweet. Good place for kids. We're going to bounce off to the last sort of activity here. All right, this is one of the other mini games that we have here. It's called DNA sequencing, and you're basically sequencing the DNA of a dinosaur in this little machine. It's obviously meant for kids, but it's really cool how much science is actually involved in this. They make you kind of think a little bit. There's a bunch of people working on different dinosaur sequencing from different species in each one of these little booths. And there's even these little things that light up showing you a little bit of dinosaur DNA vials in there, which is awesome. All right, guys, we have left the Discovery Center, but behind us we have something that was more recently implemented. I think it was definitely in the last 5 or 6 years, but it's a Raptor Encounter where you can go and kind of meet a velociraptor. You take pictures, it's cool. Let's head on in and go check it out.
Right here for photos with Blue the Velociraptor.
Cool, thank you.
Velociraptor. Perimeter fence line active. Extreme caution.
InGen is now proud to present the Mongoliensis, known to the world as Velociraptor.
Ladies and gentlemen, weighing in at 1,500 pounds, this is Blue, our 2-year-old female. Oh my gosh! Everyone say hi, Blue! Duck down a little bit more. There's a dinosaur. Hit the ground. Hit the ground! Nice. Nice reflexes. Come on out of there, you guys. Hi, guys. How many?
Just 2.
2? Come on in. Up against that wall. Is there meat in that bag?
A little bit.
Look right over here. Easy. No, Blue, leave it.
It's really going for it.
Did you know that it's mating season?
Oh, really?
Yeah. Are you
Is it
ready?
alright if I take a Polaroid of it?
Do it, yeah. Pressure's on, Blue. It's a Polaroid. Stay still. You have to stay still. Ah, you millennial. Look right over here. Yes. Come on out of there. You guys have a great day. You did it.
All right, so we just finished the Blue Raptor experience. It was super awesome. And right as we come out, we're back in the main Jurassic Park area with a little bit of Jurassic World fencing mixed in. So we're gonna check out what else we can see in this area. Up next, we got the Pizza Predatoria. This is kind of like another food stand. It's just a basically Jurassic themed pizza stand. And they even have these cool little cutout velociraptors fighting over a slice of pizza that are moving as the logo. All right, so right as you continue down the pizza restaurant, we're having a little shack. It's like a little Jurassic Park bodega. And you got some snacks, waters, sunscreen, all kinds of hats and Jurassic Park merchandise with this little wooden aesthetic. Once again, all those Jurassic World walls are covering everything in the surrounding area here, kind of leading you in one direction. It's a pretty cool little area. All right, just a quick mention here. We have these Jurassic World walls, as I mentioned earlier, but they've actually gone ahead and placed little Jurassic Park cutouts here. I guess they're made out of styrofoam or something, but there's like a T-Rex and a Triceratops and little baby Velociraptors, but it's a nice little touch on top of everything else. All right, just a quick mention, we got another awesome Jurassic themed food stand here. We got Jurassic Park hot dogs, and this one is just themed around hot dogs. Same themes, fonts, letters, all that good stuff. We're gonna continue heading on down. All right, another food stand that we got here, continuing down. This one's called Natural Selections, and I guess the main thing about this one is just drinks. It's just another food stand. It's pretty cool. It's got some other snacks and stuff like that, but the main gist of it is drinks. So we'll continue on heading out. All right, so right here behind us we have another Jurassic themed store. This one's called Jurassic Outfitters. The logo has a little Ceratosaurus head inside, which is pretty cool as well. As you head in the store, there's a lot of the same that what we saw earlier in the kind of visitor center area. There's lots of exclusive things that you can only get there, but there's also the whole range of like Mattel Fallen Kingdom toy line there. There's a bunch of skulls and clothes and jackets. It also connects to the actual Jurassic Park ride where the river raft adventure begins. So where you purchase your pictures and when you exit the ride, you're stopping through there and you're coming out of there back to this main area. So all of that kind of feeds in together and is connected, and we're cool to move on to our next place. We got a rock climbing section that you can do, and you pay that and you can rock climb in front of where the main drop to the Jurassic River Adventure ride happens. As well, we have Jurassic Bone Chill and Beverages. This is another beverage stand that's Jurassic themed. Really cool. The logo even has this like little frozen T-Rex. And in addition to that, we have another restaurant that is called the Thunder Falls Terrace. It is sitting right by the drop to the Jurassic Park River Adventure, and you dinnery menu. I think there's more food there. It kind of seems like there's a big buffet. There's little intricate details on the lamps with dinosaurs around. We're going to head into the main area here of Camp Jurassic next. So behind me in Camp Jurassic, we've actually entered this part of the park now. This one is really geared towards children. There's a lot of like little jungle gyms and stuff that you can kind of run around with these little rope bridges running over waterfalls and fake rocks and stuff. But there's a ride, an infamous ride that a lot of people know of called Pteranodon Flyers. The only way to ride it is if you're a kid or if you're a kid with an adult. So you can accompany a kid while you're riding this thing. And basically they take you in a little Pteranodon and loop you around this little line around the park where you should be able to get a really nice view. I obviously can't ride it. We don't have a kid to ride with, so we're not going to be joining it, but you can see the people having a blast on top of these Pteranodons flying around the park. So even here in Camp Jurassic, we found this little area kind of reminiscent of the Lost World where there's a bunch of bones, but then you have a little game where you can shoot people. I'm going to try to be careful, but there's these little guns here and you can shoot these little Dilophosaurus heads. They can shoot back at you. As you can see, there's water being squirted back out. It's a little dangerous for the camera. We're getting shot. There's actually a cave system that goes back here. It actually goes kind of deep, and they have little sounds and roars from the different dinosaurs in the Jurassic Park universe blasting around in here. We're gonna head on into the caves and see what goes on in there. And it goes in kind of deep. I want to make this clear. I can actually see better through my LCD screen on my camera right now than with my actual own two eyes, but you can kind of see it's a whole cave system with lights. It's pretty freaking cool. And boom, just like that, we exit those caves. We've been taken up on a separate bridge. Like nobody's out here, or it's completely by ourselves, which is pretty cool. This area is like a true exploration area for kids with really awesome waterfalls. The decor is amazing. It looks real. It looks like you're actually walking through maybe a part of Jurassic Park. And this is what it's like to just walk around these little rope bridges and stuff. There's even an old shack and building that's kind of built here, kind of I guess as a Jurassic Park outpost. And from up here we can see where people are boarding the Pteranodon Flyer things or kind of taking a ride on them. See them heading out. There they go. And we got a cool view of the Kong Skull Island ride, as well as some mountains in the distance. But look at this like rusty shack. The time and effort that's been put into making this thing look real is awesome. We have a sort of rope bridge like I mentioned here. I don't even know if you could call this a rope bridge. It's just kind of ropes. If you're a kid, to explore this would be awesome. And there's just so much to run around and play with, and it's a safe fenced off area that you can run around in. We're now going to jump out of Camp Jurassic and into the last and final area of Jurassic Park here at Islands of Adventure. Let's go. All right, once again, try not to get copyright stricken by the Jurassic Park theme in the background, but this is the famous Jurassic Park River Adventure. I'm gonna jump on in, we're gonna switch to GoPro now so you can check out the whole ride experience. So we rode the ride, the Jurassic Park River experience, and that was awesome. And that's built up an appetite for us. So we're gonna head on in to the Burger Digs right now. This is probably the most popular restaurant here in Jurassic Park. Alrighty, we got quite the Jurassic meal going right now. So we're gonna be showing you guys the experience that you get when you order here at the restaurant. We got ourselves a hamburger and some chicken tenders. Unfortunately, none of the food is Jurassic themed per se, so it's nothing specific to the franchise. We also got a chocolate vanilla milkshake. Looks great. I'm ready to try this. Not bad. About average. That's actually pretty good. The meat's a little bit dry, but it's not bad. Overall, I think the food here, you'll probably enjoy it if you're hungry, which you most likely will be if you spend all day out here. The fact that you get to sit in this surrounding area with all these Jurassic Park murals and this kind of foliage in the background is super cool. It adds to the aesthetic and it makes it so much more fun. We have finished a delicious dinosaur packed meal and we're done with Jurassic Park pretty much. We are now going to jump off out of Islands of Adventure, but before we do that, I'm gonna go do some shopping in this Discovery Center at the gift shop, get a bunch of Jurassic Park goodies, but I'm gonna show it to you guys after we bounce off from our next location. We're actually partnering up with a cool company to help us make this video possible, and then we'll show you guys what I bought at the Jurassic Park store here in Islands of Adventure. So let's jump off. Who is it? Oh, it's the class. What's up, guys? Come on in. Let me show you guys what we got today. Today, we're actually partnering up with the Doubletree Resort here in Orlando. They have pretty much been hosting our stay here in Orlando for the last few days as we've been filming the Islands of Adventure Jurassic Park. It's been so exciting. It's been so great. And the stay is awesome. So I wanted to give you guys a little tour of our room. Obviously, this is our entrance. We got a bathroom right over there and a giant closet. But yeah, this is our awesome room. We got a double queen. One of the awesome things about checking in at a Doubletree Hotel is that they give you fresh, warm, delicious cookies right when you check in. And then you have these awesome, comfortable beds. As well, the Doubletree hooked us up with some awesome food vouchers, so we were able to try the different restaurants that exist on the property here. We got to try the Laguna restaurant both for breakfast and dinner, and it was fantastic. The dinner, we got some delicious steaks and a mango hamburger. We got a little bit of that Caribbean flair. It was just a great dinner. It was all around amazing. And then the morning, we had an awesome breakfast buffet, and that was delicious as well. We had so much good food. As well, we were invited down to Alberto's Pizzeria to try some delicious pizza that they have here at the Doubletree. It was great. Our stay here at Doubletree was made even better because we were able to have some drinks by the pool, which was awesome. They have two great, amazing pools, a hot tub. That's immediately what we did when we finished at Jurassic Park. Also, they have an awesome check-in lobby. It's great. There's some stores in there and information kiosks if you're coming and going to the various different parks. And one of the coolest features as well, if you're staying here at the Doubletree, they offer a shuttle. These shuttles can take you around to the different parks in Orlando. You can go to SeaWorld, to Disney, Universal, Islands of Adventure, whatever you want. This stay has been absolutely perfect. It's an affordable option if you're coming to Orlando. It's great for families. So thank you so much to the Doubletree for hosting us. I am looking forward to working with them again because they got some cool properties all over the world. And make sure that you guys are checking them down in the description below because we had such a good time hanging out here at the Doubletree. And it is time for the most exciting part of this video, ladies and gentlemen. If you're a Jurassic Park fan, you want to know what I have in this bag. So first thing I wanted to show you guys, this is actually a Jurassic Park plush doll. It's from the new Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom movie, and it's a little plush of a Tyrannosaurus Rex. I also got this little thing. It's like a little snapping T-Rex that you can put on your backpack. It's called a Snap Squad. It's pretty dope. I'm excited to collect more of these because there's a bunch of them. As well, this is something I had to get because I figured if Jurassic Park is eventually going to become Jurassic World, these are going to be really hard to find. This is an officially licensed Universal Jurassic Park candy bar. The biggest thing, this was the most expensive item in here. I don't want to talk about how much I paid to get this thing. I think this thing has been sitting in Universal for years. It was so old that they could not find the box for it, and it was the last one. They were trying to call other stores, other parks. They could not find the box or see if anybody even had another one of these. This is the head of a Brachiosaurus mounted, and it's officially licensed by Universal Studios, so it's kind of, I don't know if it's exactly accurate to the color scheme in the movies, but it is pretty much accurate to the Jurassic Park Brachiosaurus that we see in the movies. It looks very, very similar. My favorite dinosaur by far, and so for me to have this thing now, I am very happy with it, and it's going to be mounted in my room, and I'm excited. So yeah, I don't know if you guys have ever seen one of these before, because I have never seen one of these before. Please let me know down in the comments below. I think with the mess of goodies that I got at Universal and this adventure, we're going to end this video here. I want to say once again a massive thank you to the Doubletree Resort for hosting us on our stay and making this video possible. Jurassic Park is an amazing place. It's sad to think that it's going to go away one day, but I hope this video serves as sort of a time capsule for the future for Jurassic Park fans and people in general who are just interested in this franchise and this series, to be able to look back in time and see what this park was like when it existed as Jurassic Park. I hope you guys enjoy this. I hope for my my OG class that have been watching all my other videos, this wasn't too weird of a video for you. But if you are new here, please make sure you subscribe to my YouTube channel down in the description below. Also, I'm going to be announcing this for the first time. I have a second channel. It's actually called the Dinosaur Channel, where I make informative videos about dinosaurs. So if you want to subscribe to that, a link can be found in the description or on the homepage of my channel on the sidebar. You'll be able to find it, or if you just look up the Dinosaur Channel, you'll be able to find me. And that's all I got for you guys. If you want to support this channel as well, you can buy some merchandise down in the description below. Get yourself some Dodo Bird Clap merch. It's right over here. We got so much merchandise. And we'll see you in the next one. I love you long time, class. Goodbye.